Okay, I wanted to show you how the strap is made, how I put it together, what I've used, and how I've attached it to the camera. So you can see here, strap is made out of 1-inch webbing, remarkably strong. This is the same kind of thing that you'd see in your normal camera bag shoulder strap or a backpack strap. Your camera is not going to rip or tear that. The weight of the camera is nothing that this can't hold. On this, there is attached a side squeeze quick release buckle. Again, something that's used a lot in backpacks. Very secure, very strong. I don't hesitate at all to put the weight of my camera with a larger lens on it. And this, 150 millimeters long, I believe. On the end of this strap, kind of in the middle of the strap, we've put this attachment, and it's an eye hook. It's a swivel eye hook. You can see you can swivel 360 degrees. And it's attached to the strap through a almost like a D-ring sort of attachment, and that can travel freely back and forth on the strap, and that's what allows you the quickness and the ease of bringing the camera up to your eye from your hip. This just simply slides over the strap on the way up, and the strap itself stays put. So this is a plastic metal eye hook. Very strong. Some people are scared of plastic because they think it's going to break, but it's actually remarkably strong. I don't hesitate at all to put the weight of my camera on this. It has a metal gate that is spring-loaded. You see it snaps back up, and that's to prevent it clipping off the camera when you have it on your hip. So how does this attach to the camera? Well, let me slide a camera in here. So you can see we're attaching to the, if you saw it on the first video, we attached to the camera through the tripod socket. And it's a very good way to attach to the camera. It's quite strong. Also, it just puts the strap at the bottom of the camera, which makes working with the camera on the top with the shutter release much easier. So you can see here what I've done is I've actually built, get it into the frame here, I've built a custom attachment. What it is a bolt, 1/4-inch bolt that's been cut at both ends, and then I've also drilled a hole through the end of the bolt, which gives me the ability to put the split ring through the hole, and that's what I attach to the strap. Now, the split ring, it looks pretty flimsy, but it's actually remarkably strong for its size and weight. And again, it's something I don't worry about at all with the weight of the camera. So I've threaded a nylon locking nut up onto the bolt as far as I can, and what that does is that allows me to put that bolt back down onto the camera to lock it to the camera once the bolt is in. So I simply do this so you can see. Simply thread the whole attachment into the camera as tight as I can. I thumb tighten it. I can use that split ring kind of to give me some leverage while tightening. And that's thumb tight. And then what I do is I take a wrench and I actually thread the nut down onto the camera fairly snug. Now that pinches the threads of the bolt against the threads of the tripod socket and locks it to the base of the camera. So I cannot actually, even as hard as I try, I cannot unscrew this from the bottom of the camera. So that's extremely secure and extremely strong onto the bottom of the camera. Now a lot of people would say, well, I'm not going to carry around a wrench to take that off when I'm in the field. Well, I've considered putting a wing nut on there, and I think I'm actually going to try that and see how that works later on. But for me, I'm not the type of photographer that switches to a tripod halfway through walking around for the day. I usually just have my camera with my main lens on it and the strap, and that works best for me. So that's how that works, and then I'll bring the strap back in here. This is kind of a two-handed job. You can see, to attach it to the strap, I simply clip, and then that can move completely freely from the strap. You can actually spin the strap around and it stays connected. That's the strap. If you'd like me to build you one, I'd be glad to. Check the price on the website and send me an order. Bye-bye.